Hey everybody, good morning. This is Ivy, or whenever you're gonna watch this. How was your Sunday Super Bowl? Mine was good. It was a really good game. The commercials were good. There's some like, but that's always happens. Anyways, oh, Rihanna was amazing, and I was wondering if she was pregnant. So she's pregnant with her second child. She looks gorgeous. She's the first woman to, do something for the Super Bowl like that. Anyways, um, just want to get that out of the hand. So today I'm doing a coffee talk. Kind of do these like sit down talk and you know stuff like that. Anyways, got my coffee here. Um, anyways, um, this is gonna be a harsh topic, so please don't hate or anything like that. This is just my life. Um, I want you to get to know me more and kind of deeper in my life. What I'm going through, my struggles, etc. So this, I'm just saying that, and also, if this triggers you, I am very sorry. Um, and yeah, so just to let you know, there's probably gonna be some trigger warnings and stuff like that. So this is my first time talking about this, so just take it easy on me. Okay, so where I want to start with this. Um, let's start with my disability. I have a learning disability. For me, is reading and writing. Um, see, I had is here in Washington. We get our special ed system works is at school is we have some normal classes and our special ed classes. So it's nice that we can be in with the normal people and still interact and we don't get bullied or anything like that. I never got bullied in high school, thank God. I am blessed I didn't get bullied in high school. Cause you see those movies and TV shows and that kind of stuff, or I hear people getting bullied in high school. I'm like, I had that back in my mind. I was gonna get bullied or something's happened, but nothing. So yeah. If you want to look it up, it is a real disability. Because I had friends that had some special ed classes had have the same disability I have. So we have our semi disabled people like us or kids like us at the time, and then the ones that are severe disabled that can't interact with normal kids at the time or in their own area. um so it was nice to be normal and feel loved and wanted, which was really nice. So yeah. Okay, so that's my disability. Not very much about it, but if you want to look into it, that's fine. I have no problem. Just look it up if you want to know more about it. Um, because a lot of disability, it's a thing. Sometimes we're born with it. Sometimes you know, it just happens, or we get an accident and become disabled. So please don't hate the disabled. We are hurt. We're easy to get hurt. We're very sensitive with our emotions, and we need love. We need love in this life. So please care for the disabled very much and appreciate that we are alive. Let's see, because that's my mental health. Okay, let's talk about mental health for a minute here. Okay, so I have depression. Um, I got depression. I didn't get diagnosed with these things. It's just, it happens. Things like that just sneak up and like, oh, you have this now. Okay. Um, no. Um, it started. Well, I've been bullied my whole life. Let's just start that way. And then I did depression. But I started getting bullied. Oh, I started getting bullied white kids. White Kids was a summer program for kids that can't stay at home or, parents have to work and stuff. So it's like a summer thing. So it was fun. I think it was my first time there. Yeah, yeah. It was my first time going to the program and doing a summer thing. Everything was fine until one day. There's a lot of new kids. There's different kids. There's like older kids or stuff. So some go, some come. It just doesn't matter who you see. Anyways, um, this girl came up and I was in the crafts section. I was doing crafts. We have different summer activities like crafts and games and competitions and stuff. Anyways, I was doing crafts because that's my favorite thing, and I was just doing whatever I was doing. I can't remember. And this girl came up and sat across from me, and she started crafting, and I thought she was kind of cool and stuff. And then I do not know what made her do what she did. Next minute she I think she grabbed my arm. I don't know. I didn't, at the time you don't know. But she grabbed my arm and did the classic nail digging on my arm and leave nail indents and broke the skin. That's how the bullying started. She did that, I think, twice. Not the same day, but a different day. But yeah. So she started picking on me, and then I've been bullied at that place. If you want to know more in depth of White Kids and horror stories that I had and stuff like that, just let me know. I have no problem. But that's basically probably some of the bullying there. And elementary school with this young man that I was friends with decided to bully me. I'm like, you're my friend. Why you're doing this to me? Anyways, he did the old classic bullying of call me Four Eyes because I wore glasses. I'm like, okay. It did hurt me, but it's like, so what? Anyways, he did that a couple times, then he stopped. He never did it in middle school and stuff like that. But yeah, that's kind of like the whole bullying thing started, and of course, family members. Yeah, I don't want to get into that because that's a lot to talk about. Let's just do a short version that my dad's sisters don't like, of course, don't like my mom because my mom is white. Of course, that's always going to be in the back of their head. That's always going to be them. But they also don't like me because of my hair and have my hair. Most black women will cut their hair or wear wigs or sewn in or that kind of stuff. I'm not that. This is all natural. I love my hair. Um, so yeah, I get a lot of that kind of stuff. And I still do. Even in public. When I have my hair out, I still get looks and stares and by, not just people, but mostly black people. Black women, of course. I get stared at and I get dirty looks like why you know, stuff like that. It's like it's my hair. I could do what I please. Um, just mind your business. Um, let's see. Okay, I think that's covers. There's probably more. Okay, so that's the bullying and also cause depression. My depression varies when I wake up. Um, Sometimes I have a little bit of depression, or most of the time I will have medium to mild, or excuse me. Excuse me. Um, but recently or so, it's been very deep depression to the point that I will shut down um, and not talk for maybe a week or two, depending. Um, and yeah, and I have my moments of I'm sitting in my bed and I start to just, of course, talk to myself, and cry. I cry so much that I'm surprised I still have tears. Um, so yeah. Um, let's see. What's up? I have mild anxiety. I did a quiz and I do have some anxiety. Um, it triggers here and there. Um, it just depends on what's day and what's happening and stuff like that. Recently it got a little worse, not too worse, but so worse. Um, I think it started when my mom um, got her diagnosed of stage 4 kidney failure because being type 2 and had COVID. It made it worse. Um, the first time she drove, with her symptoms and stuff, um, triggered my anxiety. I will have sometimes it's fine. I used to I sit in the passenger seat and I look straight, just sometimes she goes on the bumps and or not swerve but just a little. It's just the way it affects her. But she drives fine. It's just she has her little moments. So, um, yeah. So yeah, that kind of triggers me and gives me a little panic attack and stuff like that. The worst one I had was anxiety and panic attack together. My first one, having anxiety and a panic attack together was when we took. Oh, when my dad had his stroke, when he was going to have his stroke, and the ambulance took him to Seattle. to the UW hospital. Their lobby, their old lobby, is so old and gross, and we don't go to Seattle very often, so Seattle scares me. I love the city. I love the city. I love looking at the stuff and things like that. But it's just a lot of drug addicts, alcoholics, and homeless. There's a lot of that. So that scares me. That gives me off edge. Um, anyways, um, when we're sitting there, you know, and the guy came up, excuse me, saying that only one of you guys can come up and see um, Fred. That's my dad's name. To see him, and I freaked out with my mask. I didn't freak out, but I had a anxiety and panic attack, and they called my mom, explain, because it's hard when people don't. You can't see my disability, but when I do stuff or talk or write, you can tell I have it. Um, because I look normal, but inside I'm not normal. Anyways, I I had anxiety and panic attack together, and I was fine. He took me to a family room and gave me some water. It calmed me. Um, my mom even gave her phone to me so we can excuse me um talk and see what was going on and stuff. Okay, break time. Oh, haven't had a sip of my coffee yet. Oh, sorry, so tired. Um, anyways, so yeah, I was fine. I deal with it, and that was the weirdest moment of my life. So that I have depression, anxiety, I have ADHD. My ADHD is mild, but I do have it. I didn't notice I had it when I was in school until I think high school. I actually noticed it, but I didn't know what it was at the time. Um, I don't like to sit still, and I like to change the subject. Of course, I do that. It's just the way I am. Because I have a lot of things going on in my head that I get a lot of things like, oh, I should talk about this or talk about that. It's just the way I am. So, um, that's why I sometimes change the subject. So sorry. But I do still get the whole story and the whole memo down. Um, let's see. So, yeah, I do that. It's not very, it's just very mild ADHD. At least it's not those other ones that people have it so bad. I do not check doors or that kind of stuff. Um, but yeah, let's see what else. I think that's about it. Um, if I missed anything, I'll talk about next time or so. But I think, oh, I do want to talk about more of my um, more about me. Um, so I've been through a lot growing up, um, with family and all that stuff. I was When I was born, I was a very small baby. My mom has thyroid. She didn't know she was pregnant with me. So I was malnutritious because of my mom didn't know, and but that my mom had other things going on. So I was supposed to be born November, someday in November, but I was born October 13th on a Friday. So I'm a Friday 13th baby. Um, anyways, uh, so yeah, I am only child. I have a half sister from my dad's second marriage, or first marriage, excuse me. Um, and I have a imaginary friend. I have multiple imaginary friends. When you're only child, you have to have some friends. Um, and I still do. Um, I am not embarrassed about that or embarrassed that I still sleep with my stuffed animal. So don't judge me on that. Let's see. I've been bullied sexually. I think sexually abused online. Of course, you have those type of dum dums. Let's just say that for example. I'm trying not to cuss or anything, but it's just yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Anyways, that ask you pictures and videos and do this and all this stuff. I get guys that just want to use me and stuff like that, and I'm old fashioned. I want to get to know you, be your friend, and see if we have things in common, that kind of stuff. So it's hard. It's still hard making friends and stuff like that. But anyways, yeah, I've been catfished. Um, oh, the funny story about that one. I've been catfished multiple times, but I have a funny one. A dating app I was using. I don't know what it was. Anyways, um, a guy messaged me and I'm like, look at his profile, and I'm like, oh, okay. Start talking, and then some reason in my head I'm like, send me a picture of yourself. So let's do a backstory on this one. So the photo on the profile was a white young man, gorgeous. Anyways, and then the guy sent me the picture was his real self, an older gentleman, Hispanic, and I'm like, first of all, guys who don't will not do that, but he was very generous, and it was very nice that he showed me his real self because a lot of guys don't do that if they're being fake and stuff. So yeah, and I reported, and they said, okay, yeah, we blocked him. So yeah, that was a funny one. Um, but yeah, I've been through a lot with online dating or just social media in general. Um, Mostly is now it's Snapchat and Instagram. I get ones. I used to get ones from military guys to ask me for money, or back then when it was iTunes gift cards, um, or just use me that way. Um, and I get ones that used to say, "Oh, I'm a chef," and blah blah blah. I'm like, and you want money. I'm like, don't do that. So, I'm always careful. Well, back then I was young, but now I'm very careful what I do, and I um, don't talk to a lot of guys if I don't think they're, you know, real or anything. Um, let's see. So yeah, I had a lot of guys do those stupid things. Or I get older guys, very older guys, like 60 or so, ask me if I want a sugar daddy or be a sugar baby. I'm like, no, no. Yeah, you give me that money and peace out. No. Um, I'm sorry. Those things don't settle with me. I'm like, why they exist? Why people do this? Anyways, I get a lady on Instagram. She finally stopped because I reported her so many multiple times or block her. Anyways, that asked me if I want a sugar mama, and I'm like, excuse me, no, goodbye. So yeah, I get those sometimes, not very often. Or get ones that on Instagram sometimes um ask me, not ask me, but um if they want to give money, like Cash App or something like that they use, and they help people get money and stuff, and I'm like, no, bye. So yeah, welcome to my messed up life. I also, this is a harsh topic to talk about, but I'm gonna say it. I am a victim of rape. Um, that's really hard to talk about. I always tell guys when I talk to them, or so I will say that so they know, like, oh, okay, but they still do stuff. They do what complete 180 on me, and I'm like, no, goodbye. So yeah, um, it was a long time ago. A guy friend pushed my buttons, and yeah, um, that's all I want to say. I don't want to get in depth with that. Um, so yeah. I don't know what happened to him or anything, so I'm not too worried. Um, it was a big boo boo. We learn from our boo boos. Um, so yeah. I think that's about it that I can think of my disability, my mental health, and more about me and what I've gone through. There's a lot more. If you have any questions, just let me know down below. I have no problem answer your guys' questions and stuff. Um, I'm just hanging in there. Things that make me happy that help is, of course, music, reading, watching YouTube, um, just being in my room makes me happy. Playing my Switch. I got a couple more games. Um, Stuff like that. It's just um, I'm doing okay. I am doing okay. Um, Friday was one of my really good days. I had a whole good day on Friday. It felt really nice to feel good and happy for a while. It's just, it just depends on when I wake up, how I'm feeling, and stuff like that. I do try to have good days, and then, stuff happens. But yeah. Anyways, I'm sorry this is a very long video. I just want to talk to you guys and tell you how it is, and that life is not easy when you're growing up. Just hang in there. If you want to talk, I'm here to talk. I'm here to be your friend. I care. I try not to judge. I have a big heart, even though it's been crushed so many times. I I'm still strong as it can be, but I do have days that I do cry, and I want to, have those thoughts. But I tell those thoughts, not today, not today. You go back of my head and get locked up. I don't want to hear your little voices saying, "Oh, you should cut yourself," or blah blah blah. No, I I don't hear those voices. I locked them up. Um. So yeah. So, anyways, I love you guys. Please be safe. Take care of yourself. Take care of your loved ones. Call them. Um. Life is too short. Find things that make you happy. I have got therapy once for my um, emotions. I switch from being a kid to being a teen to be an adult, so it was getting too much, and I was getting angry easily, and I got help from that, so that kind of helped. So yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of my coffee, enjoy doing what I love, and relax. Probably do some cleaning again after my dad making pancakes for himself or whatever he's doing. Yeah.